Buckle up and prepare for takeoff, everybody, because today I'm going to showcase you my latest build and the largest ship that I've ever put together in LEGO Fortnite, and that is this Zeta Class Shuttle from Star Wars. And a very special thank you to Kaboom for piloting in today's intro. I couldn't have done it without him. We're not only going to take a look at the actual build itself, but I'm going to talk you through how I was able to actually get this thing flying with no balloons showing from the exterior or interior of the ship. And I'm totally open to doing a full-on tutorial for this, so if you want to see that, be sure to hit that like button and comment down below, we want the tutorial. And if you're new here, be sure to also hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see that tutorial. All right, well, that's enough of me yapping. Let's go ahead and take a look at this build. All right, now that you've had a good look at it, let's go ahead and talk about how we got this to fly without seeing any balloons. So the first thing I did was started at the top of the wings by placing down a bunch of vehicle-based 3s. These were applied to all 4 of the wings, which acted as a place I can place down some balloons, which we're gonna later hide because you'll see here in just a moment, all of these balloons being exposed from the exterior view looks a bit bad. So then from there, what I did was I took some 8x8x1 floors and went ahead and covered these up. And you could see right here in this final shot, there's also some vehicle-based 3s hiding the inside of the wings as well, which gave a little bit of a chunky look to the wings, but overall, in my opinion, hiding the balloons was a complete W. Then on the inside of the ship, we used the same strategy by lining the outside walls with vehicle-based 3s. These could then be used to place a ton more balloons on there to really deal with the weight of this ship. However, balloons alone are not going to cut it, so I went underneath here on the outside and lined up the entire right and left side with smaller thrusters. However, you're going to see here, I did not like the way this looked when flying. It was just way too much and looked a bit gaudy in my opinion. So we went back to the drawing board, broke them out, and then lined the interior of the ship using these small thrusters here. And in this shot here, you can see it looks a lot cleaner as it lifts into the sky without having like 100 different thrusters firing off the sides. And one of my main goals is to always hide balloons at all costs. So I use some 8x8x1 floors on the inside here and line the outside walls to cover up all of that red that we don't want to see. Then I use some thin floors to top it off, so that way we can have a nice clean look on the interior without all of those clown balloons. And to get this turning to the left and to the right, we had to use a combination of some large thrusters, both on the exterior wings and on the interior. And then over here on the back of the ship, I created this housing out of some of the half walls from the first order kit, and we had to pack in a ton of the large thrusters to get this thing moving. Now, it's not the quickest ship of the fleet, however, it does move considering how big this thing actually is. And for the feet to protect the underbody, we had to use something extremely durable because of how heavy this thing is. We used the first order pieces, both a countertop and a table, because the table was made of both metal plates and obsidian. Now you might be thinking, hey, this looks great in all of these shorter scenes and stuff like that, but let's get a little bit of an understanding of how this thing actually performs on a longer journey. Let's take a look. Honestly, as you can see there, performs well, gets great heights and decent speeds. Whoops. If you enjoyed today's build, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. Also, check out some of the other videos that are being shown on screen right now. YouTube thinks you're going to like them. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you all in the next one.